Welcome to the African Youth Channel. My name is Wise King, and of course I thank you for subscribing, and of course don't forgetting to hit the notification button for new videos from us. We have been lost, but we are back, and this time we are big and better. Guess what? I have Isaac Bitek and Sarah Navagesera. You've been asking for them a lot. I've been talking about them, Sarah, Isaac. But finally, they are here on the channel. Welcome to the channel, Sarah.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
You're good and you look good.
Thank you.
Isaac, you're so smart, man.
Oh, thank you, man.
Lero episode yaire genda kunyumira bannake. But getting straight to the point, the previous time we talked about the signs and symptoms of mental illness. We defined mental illness, and those ones that watched got everything right. And of course, thank you for viewing our videos. We have quite a convincing number on our channel.
Oh, yeah.
That's very
Yes,
good.
a convincing number. So today, we are particularly going to talk about the causes of mental illness, since that most of the things rotate around the youth. That's why I have these guys on set, because they can tell it more. Let me start with Sarah. Someone talked about mental illness as instability of the brain. What causes mental illness?
The things that cause mental illness are very many, but what I want to talk about is sex.
Sex. How is sex related to mental illness?
Do you know that sex is something that drives people's minds?
True.
And as a result, some people get mentally perturbed. How? Someone can be used for sex. Maybe when that person is expecting something after.
Oh.
Maybe someone has promised, you know what, Sarah, I'm going to marry you, you're going to be my wife, and then that person uses me for sex.
And then dumps you.
Yes, and then dumps me. At the end of it all, my mind will be really, really, really perturbed because of that. And some other people can be used for sex. Someone uses you for money. Someone uses you like we ladies. In most cases, we go looking for jobs in different offices. And if someone uses me for sex in order to give me a job and maybe doesn't give me that job, do you see how sex is going to make me have that?
So to pause it
Kind of.
just a little bit, Sarah.
Yes.
What happens after that someone has used you for sex and then you have not gotten what you expected?
Of course, I become disappointed. And if I become disappointed, I'm going to develop hatred, maybe towards men, because I'll think that that's how all men behave.
Okay.
So if I have that kind of negative attitude towards men, I'm already mentally perturbed. That means even though the right person comes, even though someone is not, his intention is not to use me for sex, I may just take that's how all men behave, which is not true. So my mind is perturbed.
Oh, understood. Isaac,
Yes, please.
what causes mental illness?
Wow. Thank you very much, Ashraf, for
You're
this
very welcome.
golden opportunity to talk to very many outside there about mental illness. And for me, what I try to think about as one of the causes of mental illness is actually the background, or what I can say, your experience. You know, most of us have gone through a lot, you see, from childhood to the stage at which you are. Because I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about that person behind that screen watching us. That you might have gone through a lot of things as a child, and that then must have caused some trauma. You see, some people fear very many things, not because of some other thing, but maybe because they went through a lot when they were kids. So that also can be a cause of mental illness. Yes.
Thank you so much,
You're
Isaac.
most welcome.
Well, when we talk about mental illness and the causes, I think most people don't look at this as something important, Sarah and Isaac.
Yes.
When someone decides to isolate him or herself from people, there is a way that it triggers the mind. You want to be alone. When you get a problem, no one
You don't share it with someone.
No one wants to help you.
Yes.
You have an attitude. I think that has misled most of the minds of the youths.
Very,
They have
very
ended
true.
up, and that's one. I think that's one of the good reasons. Sarah talked about sex. He or she might decide to do something that gives him or her comfort. Let's say, let me go and use girls
Yes.
because I have no one, there is no one on my side. So to bridge that gap or to close that gap, decide to start fornicating around because that's where he or she finds peace from.
Yes.
So Sarah, what other thing or what other cause can we talk about when we are concluding?
Another cause that we can talk about is peer pressure.
Peer pressure.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, as we move in this life, we relate with different people, we associate with different people. So if you associate with a group of people and maybe they do something, time will come when you feel like you're left out. Time will come when you feel like you want to join them.
Fear of missing out.
Fear of missing out. You're like, hey, all my friends are enjoying, all my friends are doing this, so I should also join them.
Isaac, can you be taken by peer pressure?
Wow, like according to the level at which I am now, I don't think so, because I will have to first sit down and see what really matters to me and where I'm going also matters. So I don't think so.
Because Sarah's brought a very important point where I remember way back in school when we used to have gangs like this, that one is no better than us. You know,
From that competition.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand, yeah.
And you ended up failing because you want to impress someone that you're better than them. So when you lose to that person, you say that there is a way that the mind shows you that that person is not good.
By the way, another thing, that peer pressure can also result into drug abuse. And drug abuse is a direct cause of mental illness. Because if I see my friends going out, they're taking alcohol, they're taking marijuana, I'll say, these people are enjoying life, I should also join
You'd
them.
like to explore.
So when I join, maybe I take alcohol, maybe I'm affected. Remember, I'm not used to doing these things. So if I join this group and maybe we start taking alcohol, marijuana, remember these things are very harmful to our lives. So that can mentally affect me.
Thank
So-
you, Sarah.
Yeah.
So, Isaac,
Yes, please.
you are a spiritual man.
Yeah.
Man of God. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you. This is a man of God. So spiritually, how can someone distancing him or herself from God lead to mental illness?
I want to thank you again for that wonderful question.
This guy is over joking.
You know what? Distancing yourself from God is the worst mistake that a person can ever do. Because we have to embrace this, that God is all in all. And He can help us out with this. The Word of God is something very special. Surprisingly, when you study the Word of God, it can change your mindset. Can you imagine, Ashraf, that I came to understand something about
I
poverty.
see Sarah is smiling.
I came to understand something about poverty. That poverty is actually not the absence of money. You see, when a person does not have money, he might think it's very easy for that person to say, I am broke. Yet poverty is not the absence of money, is not the absence of money. Poverty is the mindset, is a mindset. It is a state of mind. How many people have inherited riches from their parents and have misused everything? You can see that it comes back to the mind. A person might be mentally ill. You see, he cannot use the resources very well. He thinks, I have money, I have it all. He's going to start spending it in a way that is not wise. You can see that poverty is not the absence of money. It is a state of mind. So it comes back to your mental ability. Are you mentally ill? then you need to study the Word of God maybe. to
Go
find
turn
out.
back to God.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't forget, we are sponsored by PrimeLearn, the new upcoming website that has made online education services better from nursery to primary 7. And don't forget, Sarah is a teacher, so she is very important in this community. Sarah,
Yes, please.
what could be your last word to the youths out there that think that the world has ended? They have no one to run to them, and their life has ended.
My last word to everyone watching is that life is a continuous process. So life doesn't end. You may go through any challenging situation, but don't think that that's the end of it all. No, like Isaac has said, God is the final answer. Everything just turn to God. Read the word.
By the way, regardless of your religion, I'm a Muslim, Isaac is a born again, Sarah is a born again also.
Yes.
Regardless of your religion, God is still there.
Yeah.
Turn back to Him, and you will be revived. Isaac, what is your last word to the youths? Man of God.
Thank you very much. You know, life is something that you can enjoy at any level. It is all about you. You just have to change your mindset, change what you know about it, and enjoy your life.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Wow. Isaac and Sarah are moderators of the African Youth as well. We thank you so much for subscribing to our channel. Keep spreading the gospel. Keep on subscribing. Hit the notification button for more videos from us. Next time it might be Sarah. The other time, Isaac, whoever that it is. The African Youth, reviving the youth from dependence. For now, we sign out. Bye-bye.